Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the battle for Plancenoit map. We're playing as a green player out of the 5th position. We do have a 1 here on the 1-point hold for the +6 in the middle of the board. Very strong spot to go. Almost certainly too tough to pass up for me here, even with it as a 1. Red goes after me. If red caps directly next to me, we just have to play it a little bit safe. Yellow on a good spot. That actually 1-point holds the entire left-hand side of the map with the double blizzard that we have here and here. And also 1-point holds the entire right side of the map. It's a complete map split. It's a very good capital as long as they're able to survive. But if they over-aggress, it could certainly be a dangerous position that they find themselves in. We're going to hope that red does not cap next to me. They may cap on the 2 here. I'm going to go on the 1. Can't really pass up this opportunity given the troops possible in the early game. Red does not cap next to me. That is very, very good. The follow-up question becomes, does yellow aggress this position? Just assuming that there's a cap here on the very first turn. Black would see whatever that aggression is. I have full vision of this bonus, which is great. Black's cap is fine. Again, yellow's cap is going to control pretty much the entire board. Gaining control of it as early as possible is going to be imperative because that cap, again, will determine what happens in this game, in my opinion. If it is a bit of a snowball, then the card blocking opportunities are a little bit more less impactful, a little bit less impactful. Whereas, oh, white fails that, so we actually don't get hit on that position. Very interesting. There's a 1-point hold for this bonus on the left-hand side. There's a 1-point hold for my bonus, which is very frequent on this map with where the blizzards get placed. And then there is, this bonus is a 2-point hold here. Yellow, interestingly, you're going to attack off your cap early. They do. Look left. Black doesn't see any action here. We'll be fine. Yeah, this is what I was a little bit concerned about. I assumed their other troops came forward. The fact that that isn't what fortifies back to capital is intriguing to me. Black actually plays off of this in the back of where white was trying to play before. So we do lose 2 territories. I'm going to roll all of my 3s off. White flags, not super surprised by that. Probably even lost their capital with how aggressively they tried to take their bonus on that first turn. I'm going to remove red from behind me. You know what? I'm going to put both here. We're going to see what kind of dice we get. Hit red here. Hit yellow here. Hit red here. Hit red here. Yeah, I'm not going to roll that. Too risky. We will leave blue behind us. Needed to prioritize defending the capital. If I didn't lose anything on that roll, I would have rolled blue too. I think I would have probably ended up with like a 7, maybe a 6 in this position. I don't think that that's a move I want to do. I'm okay leaving blue behind me. Red actually just slams black's capital, so this might be a double quitter. Now that I'm thinking about it, red playing off of... Good, blue doesn't put behind me. They do have a +3 somewhere, which I would assume is West Hamlet, or a +2 in territory. That's certainly possible as well. But black, I think, stole white's cap on the left-hand side. White full flagged, so that bot will not even continue playing. Red slams black's cap here, takes 1 troop off of it. Hello. I'm not going to let yellow hold this bonus. So if this is an attempt at this bonus, they're absolutely not going to hold it. I don't know why they would assume that I would ever let them hold it. Because once I get my bonus here, I'll be fine. But it's a +4 that I just get nothing out of letting this player hold. Black... Actually, black doesn't have the white capital, which is far more interesting. We get extra territories, which is nice. I hate to do this to you, yellow. Not going to let you hold there. I'll even roll this to the left, take an extra territory. We got the king of emotes here. And I understand the value of emotes in this game. I use a very refined set of emotes in Risk. I use the thumbs up, which admittedly, I think I like Mika as the emote character, this one, but I don't like the sound that plays with it. I like her thumbs up better than the yeah, but I think the yeah is funnier in terms of the sound. So I'm not sure what to make of it. Blue actually might be our double capital player. Yellow is getting 7. I think that's mostly territory count. Black got... Didn't Black only get 5 last turn? Yeah, they only got 5. Red is still in the game. Blue is a little bit of my fear. This is a terrible play by yellow. Here's why yellow's play is not good here. Is they just committed all of their troops over here. And they don't have a bonus, as far as I'm aware. So they're either not defending their capital very well, or they're not defending this position. Like, I just don't think they're defending their capital very well, if I had to guess. Black gets 5, fortifies back to capital. Interesting. I'm surprised they have this much here. Bummer. They might have this. I don't think Black should let them hold this, to be completely honest. I might as well pick up the extra territories in the hope that they bungle their position a little bit. I hope Black hasn't quit. Because by not breaking yellow over here, blue is getting... Oh, red does it for me. Okay. This looks to be maybe some over-attacking, although if they know that black is gone, might as well keep going, right? But yeah, Plancenoit, this map, 79 territories, 7 blizzards, 72 territories when blizzards are considered. That's 33 larger than the classic map. It's a very large map, all things considered. But there's something about this map that just rubs me the wrong way. And I think the biggest piece of it... Oh, sorry, I got surprised by blue's troop count. The biggest piece of this map that really kind of tells on itself in some way is the fact that this... I've played... So I played a game that everybody botted out in. I didn't want to upload that as the Tier List Tuesday. And then one where just absolute snowball, uncontested player. Didn't want to upload that, obviously, because those just aren't interesting games all that much. Yeah, okay, blue is left side. I think I need to actually ignore yellow and focus blue, because this player is going to get way too strong, and I have a guaranteed 1-point hold that I can use to keep them in check. Looks like yellow will play back here. I won't be able to take their capital, but if they don't do enough of a break on red, realistically, I need to get myself in here as soon as possible before this gets out of hand. Don't think using my trade-in is smart, but essentially, this map... All 3 games I've played today have had a blizzard either where my cap is or at the bottom here. I don't think that that is uncommon. There's only so many spots the blizzards can go, and they can't formulate a combination that blocks off a bonus completely. So what ends up happening is they get put in these little middle spots where they're all, and then they can't be on the other end, right? So the chances, and they can't be anywhere in here if they're on another spot. So on another spot, like if they're here or here, they're not going to be here, or I guess they're not going to be here because it has the back door there. I don't know. It's an interesting concept. I'm going to just take a full swing at blue here. So I think blue has this bonus on the left-hand side, double capital. I don't actually know where the secondary capital... I think this cap here is actually white's. I think theirs might be on a 1 point on the left. But We knock them down double 4. I'm just not going to let this player hold extra. And with how weak these capitals are, the fact that I was able to chunk through some material there, even at a loss, unfortunately, I don't think is a bad idea. Red holds this +3 up top, but maybe not the +4 here that they churned through. I wouldn't be surprised if yellow came down off the capital. Eventually, our goal is going to be to take Mr. Happy Emote fella here, Hazen Judgment, to steal their capital. But I think I need to deal with blue first. Blue gets 11. I want them to kind of over aggressively retaliate to the point where they open up my capital, because then I'll just hop back in, right? Like, yellow won't see what's happening here. And if blue holds completely off capital, like, this is exactly the kind of commitment we want. We want them to get over and open me up. I'll get fewer troops in one instance. I will not, even though we're only playing, you know, there's only 4 of us actually playing right now because 2 players quit. This is exactly what I wanted. Yellow won't see this traversal. And they're only getting 5 because I think yellow's trying to deal with red. They actually trade, so now I'm actually incentivized to trade in. So there's no way anybody gets ahead of me before that. And yellow pulls everything back, which makes me think that they are going to try to capitalize off of me making a play into blue right now. Which is why I'm going to cap, or not cap, but set. I'm actually going to leave my 19 here. We're going to play completely off of the 25. I know I will get more than blue over the course of these turns. I leave yellow alone. Red continues to get more troops, which they should, you know, knock into black over here. Blue maybe even quits off of that. It's a little bit overly aggressive, but the more I capture over here, the better this ends up being for me. And my capital is still defended, right? So if that is a blue quit, then, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to have to leave black on the 3 over here, especially if red does capital aggress. I don't think red's going to let yellow hold any bonuses. And this, what I think is going to happen is the trades won't get high enough to the point where I get a lot on the left side, red gets a lot on the right side. Yellow kind of has to decide which player that they want to deal with. We get blue on a bot out here. And now it kind of comes down to, like, does yellow come off cap and go look at blue? Do they break me? If they break me, I kind of have to card block them, force them to the right, because red's getting a ton. Red's getting 17 troops. That's 16th Brigade here. It's Prussian Corps. It's likely West Hamlet. Obviously, they don't have the black capital here. They have a ton over there. Bonuses on this board, by the way, I might as well run through all of them. French cavalry and Prussian cavalry are both split top to bottom. So this territory here is French, as are these 3 down here, 2 obviously being Blizzard, Prussian cavalry. These 3 territories in the top right, or 2 territories in the top right, and then these 2 at the bottom of the board are part of that. Young Guard 2, North Plancenoit and East Plancenoit are the other +4s. East Hamlet, the lone +5. South and West Plancenoit, as well as West Hamlet, are the +3s. French 4 Corps and 16th Brigade are +2s, and then Church is a +6 there. So yellow now has vision on my capital. I have no plans of putting myself in a position where they really do much to me there. I am going to try to take the French cavalry bonus here, mostly because I don't think there's a reason not to. Blue's capital is future goals, I should say. Throw this over here in case blue comes back, but I think blue didn't like how aggressive I was being. I'm fine with red taking as much on the right side as possible, because eventually they have to hit black's capital. If they hit black's capital, they feed me. Basically, the moment we see them jump to 3 capitals. Ooh, no, they won't jump to 3. They'll... Okay, that acts... That's fine. We're playing progressive. We're not playing exponential per player, which I know we play quite a bit. That's actually fine that they eliminate white, because it puts them ahead of me in the turn order. You know, they're behind me, so it actually just puts them directly ahead of me, which I think is good. Puts them directly ahead of yellow as well, but not almost like not even a full card ahead. Like if it was yellow who got that, they'd be a full card ahead. On this next turn, I think I want to roll blues this capital here. Yellow basically has to decide, do you want to get hit by red or do you want to get hit by me? And the moment they take here, yeah, they're going to take here. They want to leave their pathing open into me on the left-hand side. Now I'm going to get additional troops here. Black is fully flagged as well. I will be rolling the blue capital here. But I know blue still has one back here, so I don't want to touch that. What I really want to happen here, and yellow may actually jump upon this, is if red takes the cap on the right-hand side, yellow's days are completely numbered. Now red's getting a lot. I can probably card block them here. I think they've taken the black capital. I wonder if yellow assumes that they have and tries to roll the 4 here for 3 cards. Blue's worth 2 cards. Black is worth 3. Red is doing a lot of attacking. I don't want to knock yellow out of the left-hand side in case red takes this in the middle, then I need to grab extra cards. Trades are only at the 15. Blue gets 7. Blue should be flagging pretty soon. So we forced a flag on blue, and again, I did that because I saw that yellow wasn't really able to do much, and I needed to get ahead of blue before I got stuck in a spot that was unfavorable. Do they go into red, or are they going to come slam me and feed themselves? No, they actually completely box themselves off. Now if red jumps to 3 capitals, I probably want to leave yellow here. Is this the end of black? It is. That was wise. Because that's just extra troops. I mean, quite literally just extra troops. This I'll leave as a 25, or a, yeah, I want it to be a 25, so when that fortifies. Funny number. Need to make sure red's not right here. All right. Ooh, that doesn't actually have a fortify. All right, that's fine. Red's getting 40. Because red might not even get cards here. Red might be naturally card blocked by yellow already. And then it's just a matter of time. And I'll see, unless yellow steps off over here, I'd basically see wherever they land. That's fine. That is actually totally fine. Because I'm getting a lot of troops already. You hope he plays off the 2 here. I'm actually letting him get extra troops in the hope that red rolls him right now. Because I think red will roll when he can roll. Yeah, he takes it. I think I did that correctly. I have a trade on 3 as well. If yellow doesn't have a set, yellow perishes. Yellow actually does have a set, which is not good. I'll leave that against me. I think they would point it at blue. Yeah. All right, let's see, red. Let's find out what you're made of. Yellow has no way of getting me here. Alright, you need to stop. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I did that in the first place. I don't care if they take this. They don't survive. Like, they just simply can't win from this position because I'm open to them. I prioritize the right-hand hold because it holds half the board rather than the left-hand hold. I want to eliminate blue first for the theoretical, like, benefit of yellow. And I think I can. Oh. Well, I will never know where the blue capital was. But that is why red actually genuinely was better off. I think probably continuing to stack on yellow or leaving themselves cards on the right-hand side, not jumping for such a hold over there. You know, black is gone. Don't take the black capital right away. You know, white is gone. Don't take the white card right away. That kind of stuff. Anyway, this worked out perfectly for me because I came over here knowing that, they got 40 a turn for a couple turns in a row. We saw that yellow had probably a 60 cap here, gets completely rolled. And even with even dice, we had over 100 on our stack, 177 or something that we go over there with. I think that's great. Normally I show the map image and I'll briefly cut to it, but honestly, looking here is a better way to do it. I've mentioned the church bonus in the middle very frequently being a split hold. A lot of times you get little 1-point holds in like top right bonus here, this bonus on the left, like we saw this game, even sometimes this bonus in the middle, the +4 there. I've had one where this +3 ended up as a 1-point. It happens a lot on this map. The half map splits happen a lot. I just think you're at a distinct advantage in this game with the middle bonus most of the time, or with one of these 1-point holds that we saw. And that happens nearly every game on this map. I think it's a fun map, but I don't know that it's the best type of map for progressive capitals. Our ranks here: black was master, white was expert, triple beginner on red, yellow, and blue, which interestingly enough, those were the 3 players who stayed the longest. Black and white were the first 2 to quit. So just a thought on that. But as far as the map image, I mentioned this here again. Church only has at any point, even without Blizzard, a 2-point entrance. So it's a 2-point hold for a +6, the strongest bonus on the board. I think it's similar to an issue that was seen with the I think the Kyushu bonus on Japan. That was also a 2-point hold. That used to be a +5 or 6. They've reduced it to a +4 on the Japan map. Always a 2-point hold. This bonus, always a 2-point hold, and it's +6. It's only 7 territories. That's not that much once you hold the 2-point, and I just think it's simply too strong overall for as easy it is as it is to hold, especially if you're late in the turn order like I was. I didn't even take the bonus right away, but then I had a guaranteed +6 generation every single turn that I'm able to push into people who don't have the same 1-point hold as me, and I made it happen, right? So where do I think Plancenoit falls? I don't know that I think this is the weakest map in the map pack, and that's because we haven't looked at Waterloo yet, interestingly enough. But I definitely don't think this one is as balanced or can play out as reliably as either Ligny or Charleroi. Charleroi, because some of the bonuses are gigantic in terms of generation, but they're really, really open. They're breakable, and that board, the 1-point holds on that board don't end up being as oppressive. On Ligny, the bonuses are simply smaller in terms of generation, so I don't think that one's as big of an issue. We've got a +6 and a +5, specifically the +6 being the strongest bonus on this board. I can't put Plancenoit any higher than C tier. I definitely think it's above maps like Command and Controller. I think it's above Britannia Advance. I think it's above Italian Conquest. I don't think it's a better map than GPU. I do think it's better than Mirror HQ, so we're going to put it in kind of the upper half of C tier. But again, this map is plagued, in my opinion, by that one, if not or sorry, that 2-point hold that is, if not a 1-point hold in many situations. Again, I mentioned I've played this 3 times today, and one of those 2 territories was a blizzard every single time. So because of that, that is where we're going to have Battle for Plancenoit land. We'll be taking a look at Waterloo next week. I am probably in the minority of this on my opinion on that map, but you'll have to stay tuned next week for what that opinion is. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.